Guys, I just want to go over some of the espresso machine parts and their function. Now, because our machine here is a single group, right? So I've just got the single group head here, and locked into the group head here, I've got the portafilter. So, in my portafilter is this heavy handle that my basket sits in. Now, if you have a look at this basket here, this basket is for a double shot, and in the classroom we've also got baskets that are for a single. The single is slightly shallower and a slightly different shape. Okay, but our basket fits into our portafilter, and our portafilter locks into our group head, alright, nice and firmly. Now, inside the group head, we have the dispersion screen and the head seal. Now, the dispersion screen is the screen that disperses the water evenly over the coffee grinds in the basket. And around the outside of the dispersion screen here, we've got the head seal, and the head seal ensures that we get a nice tight fit so we don't have any water leaking. Okay, now just while we're at the group head, I'll also just show you. So here's our basket. We take our basket out. Now, intermittently during the day or at the end of the day, when we shampoo the machine, we use the blind for back flushing. So the blind is a basket with no holes. So the blind fits into the portafilter, as did and just locks in the same as what we did with the basket. Okay, let's have a look here. So this machine here is, we've got our cup warmer area up here that keeps our cups nice and warm. Now, our machine is not plumbed in, so we've actually got a reservoir at the back for water. Okay, moving down here, we've got our shot button. So our one is manually, we just manage it manually, but the machines that we've got in the classroom have got the pad where we've got buttons that are automatic for set amount per extraction. Okay, over here we've got the on-off button, which is pretty self-explanatory. Over here we've got our hot water tap. So we use our hot water outlet, and we use that for when we're making black coffees or tea, or sometimes if we need to heat up a cup just to ensure that the coffee gets to our customer at the right temperature. So there's our hot water outlet or tap. Directly underneath here, we've got our gauge here. Now the gauge here tells us the pressure that is in the, at the boiler, and also our steam pressure. Now moving along here, in a lot of machines, sort of about here, you might have a water level indicator, and it's like a little rectangular window, and you can see the water level in there, and that just tells you how much water's in the boiler. Obviously pretty important to make sure we've got water in there. But like I say, I don't have one, but that's what they're for. That's where you find one. Okay, moving along here. Here I've got my steam valve or my steam tap. Okay, and here I've got my steam wand. Alright, so the movable arm that I move around to place into the jug. At the end of my steam wand, I've got my steam nozzle. Now this one's got 4 holes, which is perfect because of the fact that with the 4 holes, it evenly disperses the steam when aerating and heating the milk. So pop that over there. Now, and here we have our drain tray, which obviously is for any spills, but also what's important here is that with our drain tray, this is where we sit our cups, so we want to make sure it's kept nice and clean. Over to here, we've got our temper. So that our temper is what we use to compress our coffee grinds nice and evenly into our basket to ensure we get a nice even extraction. Okay, so there'll be a few little questions about that, and I know it's a recap, but I think it's a good idea. Okay, cool.